Hello, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are all swell and jolly and taking care of yourselves and each other. So, last night as I was going to sleep, I got to thinking, like, I've been doing a lot of reflecting. I reflect quite a bit. Like, every other day is a reflection. I was doing a bit of reflecting and I came across something, like, I couldn't stop thinking about something I had saw online. It was like one of those, somebody's posted a picture or whatever. So, it says, how did you know that you were meant to be a healer? The response is because I kept falling in love with broken people. Then why are you alone? Because I'm broken too. So I'm falling in love with myself to get a taste of my own medicine. And that really spoke to me on like a really deep level. Like, you guys know that I consider myself to be a lonely person. Not because I don't have people around me. I'm just always alone. It's like an internal thing. Like, I've always just been on my own in a sense. So as I got older, and I just really wanted to find my person, just find one person that would be for me, not for anything else, not for anyone else, just the person that was mine. So I've been on this journey since I was a little kid. I was actually talking to my therapist about this on Monday. Like, I contributed, not really contributed. Well, no, I held an ex to such a standard that anyone else that followed, if they didn't meet that standard, then I didn't really bother to like really pursue the relationship, or I just like let it play out until it ended because it was doomed to end. And I remember speaking to this particular ex, and they were like really sorry that they didn't know who they were, because if they knew who they were, then, I wouldn't have gone through what it is that I went through with them in regards to my relationships, after him. And I mentioned it to him, and I was talking to my therapist about it after I thought about it. How I was after my relationship with him had nothing to do with him. He played an intricate part in, how I viewed relationships and people. But the reality is, I was this person on this hunt way before I even knew he existed. Like, I've always been searching for a person that's just mine. I think I talked about it when, like, my dad was dying. I think I mentioned that I always felt like if my dad were to die, I would be alone when it happened. Like, my mom would have her friends there. My sister would be with her kids and her boyfriend, and I would be by myself. That's both physically and internally, like outwardly and internally. And that's how it happened. You know, um, Both when we were dealing with the instances of my dad's death, that's exactly how it happened. And it's not because I spoke it into the universe and this is how it's going to be. No, it's because I've always felt that loneliness. Like, I've always been the person by myself. Like, when I grew up, it was my mom and my dad. Like, say we were like teams, like they did in the Sheldon show. So they were like teams. Like, my mom had my dad had my mom, my sister had her son had his mom. Then there's me. So since I was a little kid, I've always been searching for my person. So when I read this quote or whatever this thing was, I started to reflect on my relationships, friendships, relationships, whatever, situationships, both before the ex, during the ex, and after the ex. And I realized that, yes, I am so attracted to broken people because there are parts of me that are still broken. The thing is about me, I neglected to fix those parts within me. I always thought that if I could fix the next person, then I'd eventually fix myself and everything would be swell and happy, happy, joy, joy. But I had to fix myself first and really like sit down and talk to myself and really get to the bottom of why I am the way that I am. And that's the good parts of me and the bad parts of me. So reading that quote, it was like, damn, I've really just been trying to fill these voids within myself, these voids that I've created. Because, like, I've always grown up with people. I've always had an outlet. Like, my sister has always been there for me. She's my sister, yes, but she's like my best friend. She is my best friend. I have my mom, who I'm so open with. My dad and I had a rocky relationship in my teen to adult years, but it's my dad and I could always go to him. And my nephew is the annoying little brother that I never wanted, but I could confide in my nephew. I can confide in my niece. I can confide in my cousin, and they would confide in me as well. So I created this void. I created these categories, and I singled myself out and I made myself this lonely person. I didn't realize that until this week. Not this week, but I've been thinking about this for a while, but I was finally able to verbalize it. And then I think like after I had expressed this thought or this theory to my therapist, after I expressed it to a friend of mine who I felt was going through the same thing, I came across this little thing and I'm just like, damn, it really makes so much sense. Like, I attract broken people because I feel that I am broken. And instead of working on myself, I'm going to work on them. But now I'm just at this stage where I'd rather work on me than even entertain the idea of another broken person right now. I know, like, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. And for most people, if you can fix somebody else, you can ultimately fix yourself. But I need to fix me first, before I go anywhere else. So that was just something that I was thinking about, and it was really, really heavy on my mind last night because, that's what I do when I'm tired. I overthink and I don't sleep. But yeah, guys, tomorrow's a holiday. Tomorrow's a holiday, and it's going to be a super weird little holiday for most people because you can't have these crowds. You can't have your entire family in your house. I celebrate with the same 6 people every year, and I keep saying it's 6 people. My dad's not here. It's the first Thanksgiving when he's not here. But I celebrate with the same people every year. It's not a big thing. It's like very long ago, the entire family stopped celebrating together in one house. We just leveled it out to just like our households. So I'm looking forward to just being with the people who I enjoy spending the most time with. I'm looking forward to just being with my mom, my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece, and my nephew. We're going to do like a house party or a Zoom thing where we can all be together or something. And that's cool. But like I said, like holidays, birthdays, all that jazz, as long as I'm able to spend them with these 6 people in some way or another, I'm cool. I see a lot of people are like really struggling, like, oh my gosh, 10 people or less. And, the pandemic is killing everything and we can't do this. Look at that. A whole pandemic situation, be a citizen. We can't do this and we can't do that, and everything is really like crazy for us. It's just like I've learned to value what I have and who I have, and I love the people that I have. Whether we're near or far, you got to find a way to stay connected. It's 2020. You have phones, you have laptops. A Zoom thing might be a little different, but if that's what works for you to keep you all safe, because that's the purpose, to keep us safe in here for the next one, then do that. In any case, the goal for me is to fix my brokenness, is to get myself out of this box that I've been in for my whole life, this box that I've created for myself. And then, conquer everything else that comes with that. And all that jazz. In any case, guys, have a great day. I hope you guys are happy. I hope you guys are married. Take care of yourselves and each other, and have a good one. Bye.